My name is Jenna, and obviously I'm starting a booktube. This is my first video, so I thought I would do the Booktube Newbie tag started by Brenda C. Okay, I'll just get into it. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? Well, I first came across Booktube introduced by my auntie. We had both read the book Shatter Me, and she found the book review done by Christine, and ever since she showed me that, I was kind of hooked on it, and I had always wanted to start one, and I just kept on putting it off. I maybe almost started one about 3 times, so now I'm actually finally getting to it. Number 2 is, what are some fun and unique things that you can bring to Booktube? I think that some things I could bring that are unique are that I like to also read manga and visual novels. I also read YA, so in addition to the usual YA books, I could also review some visual novels that I play or things like that. 3. What are you most excited for about this new channel? I'm really excited to make some new friends who are booky. A lot of my friends don't actually like to read that much, and the books that they do like to read are not the types of books that I like to read, so to say. So I like to join that kind of things and learn about new books that are coming out and things. Also, I think it'll give me the motivation to actually start reading more, because I don't do it as much as I would like to. 4. Why do you love reading? I like to read because it's kind of like an escape, and besides that, it's also you get to travel to different places that I wouldn't necessarily like to experience in real life. It's kind of like a cool adventure that's not really detrimental to you in a sense. 5. What book or series got you into reading? Well, I already mentioned that I like to read manga. What actually started me into reading was a manga called Marmalade Boy. My aunt had that book, and when I was 8 years old, I was over her house and I saw it and I read it, and that's what got me into reading manga. I didn't really like to read other books at the time. I was homeschooled, and when I was about 10 years old, my teacher, she always gave me the choice. I could study my spelling words or I could read a book. So I always chose to read a book because I didn't like to study my spelling words all that much. I had the Nancy Drew series, and my mother had bought a lot of those for me a few years ago because she had wanted me to get into reading. And I'll read those a lot just because I wouldn't want to study my spelling words. The book series were okay, it's just not really my type of thing, but I'll read it anyway. And from that, we would go also to the library and get different books for me to read. But I never actually really got into reading until my auntie had given me another book to read because I wasn't doing anything. She got me reading the Ugly series. I liked it more than I liked the Nancy Drew series, so I'll read books like that because I thought it would be better to do than just to sit around on the computer doing nothing all day. Because I was reading the Ugly series, I actually went to the library one time and I saw New Moon, and I got it and I realized, oh my gosh, there were books about vampires. So I was really interested in vampires because I saw the anime Trinity Blood, and I didn't know that books could come in that kind of genre, kind of thing that I would actually be interested in. I went back to the library and Twilight was already taken out, so I couldn't get it. So I decided to get a different book, and I got 2, In the Forest of the Night by Amelia Atwater Rhodes and Companions of the Night by Vivian Van Velde. I think that's how you say her name. And those were the 2 books that really actually got me into reading, and then of course I read Twilight and stuff like that. Question number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? This is like a job interview, and they ask you at the end, do you have any questions? And then I always sit there and say, I would ask them, if you had to choose one book out of all the ones that you've ever read, which one would you recommend? Question number 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be hardest? For me personally, it's actually keeping up with it, because I am going to start things and then drop them. I will always have the intention to go on, but then time will go by and nothing will happen, and everyone says, see, Jenna, you did it again. Question number 8. When did you start reading? Well, I kind of covered that earlier, but I guess when I was 8, I started reading manga. Then when I was 10, I started reading Nancy Drew. Then when I was 12, I read the Ugly series. 13, I started really reading a lot. Question number 9. Where do you read? Usually I read on my bed. If I'm reading a book at the moment, like, as I said, manga. What I usually read on a regular basis is YA. I read a lot of dystopian books, but it's not because of the dystopian genre itself. It's like I like certain types of book styles. For instance, the Shatter Me series, it had the crossing out words and the numbers in the text, which I really liked because it broke tradition kind of. And I also really like the Chaos Walking series, Unlike Another Manga by Patrick Ness. I liked how in that one the noise was actual kind of physical thing in the book, and that's the kind of books I like to read.